very quietly, actually, the newest Marvel Cinematic Universe project came out yesterday. Wonder Man hit Disney Plus yesterday, and all of its 8 episodes, which is kind of a red flag. They dropped all 8 episodes of Wonder Man. 8 episodes at, when you take away the previously on and the end credits, the like 6 minutes of end credits, every episode was under 30 minutes. I mean, I might be off by one, but I think every episode was really under 30 minutes. And finally had a chance to watch it. I hadn't had a lot of excitement about it, although the final trailer they put out was intriguing to me. So I sat down yesterday, me and one of my buddies, we sat down and watched the whole season of Wonder Man. Only took about 4 hours. So kind of like a really long movie. And I gotta say this. I really liked it. Really liked it. I mean, a lot more than several other offerings we've gotten from the MCU on Disney Plus in recent years. But this is one of the good ones. And you know what? Other than Eternals, this was the most unlike Marvel project I've ever seen. It really doesn't feel like a Marvel show at all. And I don't mean that in a good or a bad way. That's it. It was very unlike a Marvel show. But, you know, I said heading into the series, I said the number one thing that's going to make this thing fail or go is the chemistry between Yahya Abdul-Mateen and Sir Ben Kingsley as Trevor Slattery. And in episode 1, any doubts I had were laid to rest.
It's good. It's good clown work.
Oh my God. Their on-screen chemistry is fantastic.
You could get that from the trailers, but you never know until you see the full.
You're right. You never know till you watch it. And by the time they get into the story, and by the way, I'm only going to say something you've already seen in the trailers, that they land the role in the movie and all that, which you see in the trailers, and you get that far along in the story, you really buy, because on the surface, you look at Ben Kingsley, Yahya Abdul-Mateen. These guys are like bromance best friends. On its visual surface, hard to buy. But by the time that happens in the movie, you're like, yeah, I totally buy it. These guys are dear, totally connected friends. And it works. And it works so well. And let me say this. I don't know why. Whenever we get into conversations of the great actors still working today, hardly ever does the name Sir Ben Kingsley come up.
But it should.
And it should. Because I'm telling you what, in something like a lighthearted little Wonder Man thing, you are reminded he is one of the greatest actors in the world. Like,
and
it's not
such
just
a career.
Oh, and yeah, his career for sure. But I mean, this one thing, because yes, as he's acting like Trevor, you know, yeah, that's great. But there's all these moments where he suddenly breaks into Shakespeare. And like, he's not just doing a great Shakespeare, he's doing a great Trevor Slattery doing Shakespeare. Sort of like, it just blows your mind how good he is in this. He's remarkable. Yaya's great. The basic idea and underlying story of it, about it being kind of a meta, this is a mix between the studio and
I was going to say that. I kind of felt like a studio.
Entourage.
Yeah.
And it's just, it makes these great meta observations about the industry itself, because I had to close my eyes for some of it because it was so uncomfortable, because I know a lot of actors and actresses, and watching Simon going through the audition process, I'm like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable, but it's so 100% real. It's so 100% real. So for me, okay, there are 8 episodes, and I'm not going to spend long on this. I'm just giving you my general thoughts.
Just tell us how it ends.
The first 6 episodes, awesome.
Nice.
Loses some steam once you get to episode 7. It does. Once they get to the point in the trailers where they've landed the roles now and they're going to be making this Wonder Man movie, it loses some of its steam to me. It just does. Now, the final episode, episode 8, while still suffering from some of the jankiness of episode 7, it has some really good high notes. Episode 8, the finale, has some really good high notes. And I will tell you this because they kind of joke about it in the trailer, saying the people doing the audition, where have we seen him before? And he's like, I'm pretty sure he was a terrorist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The show leans very much into his past as the Mandarin.
Yeah.
And that's very relevant to the story. But I'm just telling you, even though it got pretty uneven in the last 2 episodes, the last episode better than episode 7. I got to tell you, by the time the final credits rolled, and there's no post-credit scene, by the time the final credits rolled, I'm like, that was a satisfying watch. I'm not going to say it's WandaVision. I'm not going to say it's one of the better things the Marvel Cinematic Universe has ever done, but it's one of the better things they've done in the last number of years. And again, all I can ask is by the end of it, I can go, that was a satisfying watch. And it was. I quite enjoyed Wonder Man, and I'm surprised. But I quite enjoyed it. Rob, you've not finished the series yet, but you got
I watched
quite
through
into it.
Doorman, the episode that somebody just on the screen said it was like an Atlanta episode.
Oh, that's a great. That is totally an Atlanta episode.
Totally is. I have to say, when I put it on, in the first episode, there's a scene when he's got a bit part, like on a Buffy TV series or something, and he's written himself his backstory, and he's trying to.
It's American Horror Story.
Yeah.
It was a role on American Horror Story.
It was so watching him try and talk to the director about his background and motivation. Dude, I was cringing. I was just going, oh my God, please.
Because I've seen people do that, man.
I've seen actors do it, and I've literally dealt with actors doing it on, and it was so, I really liked, and I haven't seen the end of it, but I watched 5 episodes? Zorman? I don't remember.
I think it's episode 5, yeah.
Episode 5. I loved it. And, it was interesting to me because I really thought that I love the fact that it's firmly set in the real world. And I'm like, this is kind of what She-Hulk should have been. Where, She-Hulk is the only person, like everyone else is real, but I just didn't buy the world of She-Hulk. I didn't think they did a great job. But this, I totally bought into it. And I love the fact, it's so crazy to me that Trevor Slattery from Iron Man 3, the Mandarin in Shane Black's Iron Man 3, has become this character that keeps coming back in the MCU because
and I'm so glad he does.
I love it. And I love the fact that I have a hot toy of him, that didn't sell very well because nobody wanted it. And now it's like, I'm glad I do. Just like people shouldn't sleep on that White Vision. But I love this show. I really did. And it made me realize I want to see more like this in the MCU because I really like those like short subjects they would do that they would put on their physical media releases. On a funny thing happened on the way to Thor's hammer or whatever. And I think that this is the way the Marvel Universe needs more of this. And I don't know if you ever read the comic book series Marvels. It was all about the Marvel Universe, but it was told from the perspective of regular people. I think they should make that movie. I would love to see Marvel do a Marvels movie where you're dealing with regular people dealing with the aftermath of Thanos and being snapped back. And then the heroes are kind of off in the distance.
Well, when they had the opportunity to do that, remember WandaVision? We had Randall Park.
Yeah.
And
the 2 Broke Girls girl.
Yes. Why? And I can't.
Yeah.
We all kind of, everybody in the fanverse, we all came up with this theory that they should create an X-Files like thing that is just about those 2 characters as regular human beings going around the Marvel Cinematic Universe world, solving these missions. That was Kat Dennings was her name.
Yeah. Still is.
As a matter of fact, it's still
well
her name.
done, Rob.
But so I agree. I think something like that was a perfect time for them to do it.
I love the fact that this is firmly set in the real world. We living in LA recognize the reality of it all. This is a comedy. I've always loved buddy comedies, whether it's Midnight Run or, mismatched people doing things together. This is a subgenre of stuff I love. And they were great. Both of them gave great performances. Everybody, by the way, was great in this movie. There was so much in it that was funny, but it's like people are going to watch it. I'm sure a lot of people, because it doesn't have some apocalyptic superhero.
I really don't want to hear it's boring from people.
It's
boring. No explosions.
I thoroughly enjoyed everything about this, and I can't wait to get to the end of it. I hope they do a second season.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
I know, but I wish they would because I mean, after Doomsday and Secret Wars, I don't know what's going to happen to this poor world, but I really liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was quite enjoyable. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Did you have a chance to watch Wonder Man? If so, what did you think of it? I mean, we really quite enjoyed it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.